Welcome back to Get Moving TV. You've just seen 10 minutes of a representation of some...
Let's try it again. We don't know that we've seen 10 minutes.
Oh,
so
okay.
You've just seen a representation. So give it a few seconds and then pick it back.
Welcome back to Get Moving TV. You've just seen someone's representation of what it's like to go through some of the transitions of adolescence. But I've got two real people here today, so let me talk with them and gather up their thoughts. I hope you're going to learn as much from them as I do as a doctor. Priscilla, tell me about what did you think about that?
Since it's kind of new for me, I mean, I just got diagnosed last year. Seeing that scares me a bit, honestly, it does. But I think that I kind of have to go day by day and do my life day by day. And he's kind of, you know, putting life aside because he has this disease. And I don't think I should do that. I think I should keep going with my life and doing the things I love to do.
Matthew, how about you? We're going to dig a little deeper here. But.
Well, I felt really bad actually because I've never had to experience the amount of hardship that he has. I've never had to stop during a jog to, you know, cough. And I'm a swim instructor, and I used to teach a little kid with CF, and he could barely, you know, swim laps from side to side without having to stop and cough up a bunch of mucus. And I mean, I played water polo for 3 hours straight for 5 days a week for 4 years. I mean, it's kind of sad to think that some people can't even have to worry about moving away to college when my worst thing is, oh, I have to pay my dad like $500 for my insurance, you know? I mean, it's really makes me feel bad.
Well, that's part of it too. Are you living at home?
Yeah, I still live with my parents. I'm going to the Ventura College right here. I'm staying at home, you know, trying to save some money. I like to travel, and it's really hard to do that when you live on your own, especially at this day and age. So I like to do that. You know, I like to spend a lot of time with my friends and just live a regular life.
Well, tell me just a little bit about when you travel. Do you have to take, where do you travel?
Oh, I've been to, I just recently went to Italy and Amsterdam. And the medications that I take,
that's
is that
what
you're
I was
going to
ask?
Yes. I take Ultras MT20, which is a pancreatic enzyme. And I have to take that with every fatty food. So pretty much when I go on trips, you know, I have to stock on about 6 to 10 a day, you know, just in case I, you know, couple with meals and snacks. I mean, sometimes I like to go vegetarian and I eat a salad or something, so I don't even have to eat them. I also take my 8X with me, which are vitamins that just taste really good, so I have no problem eating a bunch of them a day. And I keep my inhaler medicines at home only because I don't really, you know, need them that much, so I can spare, you know, the 2 to 3 weeks on vacation without having to use them, which I probably shouldn't, but, you know, kids will be kids, I guess.
I think that's, you know, you and I have talked that with you doing water polo, I don't have you doing the vest treatments and a lot, and being active as we get older. I've stopped playing basketball. I still kayak and bicycle as much as I can there. But the other hard part is when when you were in school and you were 4 years old and 5 years old and you had those enzymes, did you try and hide them or
yeah, it was embarrassing in elementary school, and I used to have to, you know, I'd be sitting there and I'd be eating my food and I had to, you know, slide a couple pills in my mouth, and I try to keep it a secret because I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, I was like, when I got into 7th and 8th grade, I pretty much, all my friends knew. I mean, I had told everybody because they couldn't really tell. They're like, wow, you know, you have it? I was like, yeah, you don't even know what it is, but, you know, I have it. And then it got to the point where my friends would be like, hey, did you bring your pills? Because if you didn't, you can't come eat with us right now. Be like, you know, all right, take me home. I'll go pick them up, you know. So I had friends that really looked out for me and things like that too. So.
Yeah, we like the peer pressure. If I can get it around, that's a good thing.
Yeah, so I kind of got my friends to know about it, so then it wouldn't be a big deal when I took it, you know, in front of them.
How about for you, Priscilla? I met your young man the other day.
Yeah, and he's actually in the audience with me today, so
yes.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, with me, it's kind of been the same thing. I mean, I tell pretty much my close friends. I don't really feel like pretty much telling a lot of people yet, but I think it's something that I can't avoid, and I have to do the things that I need to do it. So I take also the Ultras every time I eat. I take the 8X, and I do some breathing treatments at night and in the morning, and some inhalers. So, I mean, I take them with me where I go, and it's not that bad.
Okay, well, Matthew and I have fought, no, I won't say fought, we've certainly had active discussions through the years. You hear the word compliance and, oh, you're non-compliant patient, you're a bad person. And then we talk about adherence, which is, you know, I try and get you good tasting vitamins. And,
yeah, great tasting vitamins.
If you want a purple pill, I'll try and find you a purple pill, whatever it takes. And we work on ways so that you can take them in front of your friends or come up with some way that you can take care of your health. But there's concordance too. You guys are young adults. And my job is to really make it so you understand what your disease is and what the medications are for and what the treatments are for, because I work for you. You know, what we have nowadays, we have our statistics for our clinic are posted up on the web. And if our clinic isn't #1 in the country, it's not because I'm not working hard to be your doctor. I need to do a better job of having you understand what it takes to be healthy. Gee, do I have anybody here who maybe I'd introduce some new things and you go, boy, I just don't know, Dr. Landon. I think the lung part for you has been kind of new.
It has, yeah, it definitely has.
And so is there anything that I've tried to make you do, you go, bah, I'm not swimming under salt water here for you, guy?
I mean, yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it frustrates me actually, sometimes a lot. But I think I started to realize, with the support of my family and my boyfriend, that I need to do these things to remain healthy and, to keep living life.
Yeah.
So
I think, again, the cure, as it's coming, and there are new medications coming. Cystic fibrosis, we used to think was just one disease, and it turns out it's probably 2,200 different manifestations of different genes interacting with each other, and then that human organism over here.
That it happens to affect.
Yeah, in their spare time, and they just won't do everything that I tell them to. But you saw kind of his frustration too. So have you ever felt that frustrated where he rips off his vest and
all
got
the
his?
time.
There we go.
All the time for me. I mean, since it's like you said, it's something new, and my lungs, aren't at that point where I cough. I don't cough at the moment. And it's, I sometimes think to myself, why do I have to do this if I'm not as sick as everyone else? But, prevention, I guess is the word.
I guess I should be listening to you because, I haven't had it that bad forever. And, I guess I'm surprised that I still am in the condition that I'm in.
Well, we were going over your pulmonary function test the other day, and because you were doing all the water polo, you were 120% function, and now that you're 115, well, it seems like you must still be Superman flying around the city at night saving small children. But for me, it's a 5% loss.
Yeah.
And so over 20 years, it's kind of the numbers kind of fall down. So, we have our interaction there where I try and get you to do just that little bit more, and you have to figure out a way to get it in your life. So you and I were talking about some other things too, like what are you going to be when you grow up?
I have no idea. I think about it every day. It's something that I would enjoy doing my entire life, that I'd be happy with, even if I don't make a lot of money. Preferably I'd like to make tons of money, but I'd rather be happy. And I guess that's one of the reasons I came here, to check this out and see the video graphics and all that, which is pretty interesting, but so many things to think about. It's hard. And I kind of, go into a business major because I think business is the future. So somehow, I don't know, I'll find something, I think. So
you're still out there searching. How about you, Priscilla? I know you have a
I got
career.
lucky. Yeah. I got lucky, and I've known what I've wanted to do my whole life. I want to sing, I want to be a singer, I want to write music, and it's my escape of life, and I think it's the one thing. I don't see myself doing anything else, honestly, besides that. So it's great. It's part of my life every day, and I'm always singing, I'm always doing something with music, and I got very lucky to be able to say I can do that. So it's great.
All right. Well, what we're going to do is get back. We're going to watch a little bit more on Becoming Christopher, get a little bit better idea of what's going on with his life and some of the issues that come out. Then we'll meet up with Dr. Belkin and get his take on it, and we'll be right back as soon as we watch this next bit of video.